And then you got people saying, well, hold on. That never happened, bro. That never happened. You can't do that because that's not exact. And then other people come in just automatically, like, well, actually, if you look, there was a guy who was black that kind of like was with a samurai, but he kind of wasn't. And it's like, guys, Assassin's Creed's never been 100% historically accurate. It never has. Suspend your disbelief and go with it. But then you'll have like, you'll have people on one side who are like, how dare they try to, add woke shit to this time period. Dude, they've had woke shit in it for years. Stop it. Then you'll have people on the other side who are like, there needs to be more DEI, more inclusion, and why are you fighting against it, you racist, intolerant people? And now it's no longer about the game, about the story, about the gameplay, about any of that. The whole narrative is lost, and now it's that whole other bullshit. Right? Hey, hi, how's it going, everybody? I hope your day, night, or whatever is going fantastic. So, considering that we've had Assassin's Creed games in our stream rotation for the last 2 years straight, and for those following us, we'll be getting back into some Assassin action in 2025, and then add to the fact that we've been playing a little bit of Ghost of Tsushima, which has been absolutely fantastic, loving every second of it. It was only a matter of time before the whole AC Shadows controversy came up at some point. So we were actually streaming our recent episode of Ghost of Tsushima a couple nights ago, and our chat brought this specific topic up. So here's my thoughts, just off the cuff while we were in stream on it. And while I can see valid concerns on both sides of the controversy, I'm going to be disappointed the fact that the Assassin's Creed Shadow games is going to be remembered almost more for what not was in the game itself, but for all of the other stuff that overshadowed, the outside of the game. And that's going to be disappointing. If it's good, it's going to be overshadowed by this. And it's definitely unfortunate, right? So that's what we're going to talk about here. You're going to see in a second. We do happen to stream every 2 nights. We stream a rotation of different games. Come hang out, say hi. Or if you want to see a game you've never seen before, possibly, or you just want some noise in the background while you work or study or whatnot, head over to the Beacon's website. I post it right up here. I'm going to edit it in, and then it'll be in the link in the description below. All of our games that we streamed, every single episode in playlists, they're for you to check out. Okay? So, with that being said, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you in the chat. As we're going to play Assassin's Creed Shadow when it's released. Don't know if you heard, but it didn't go well for Rocksteady. Was Rocksteady involved in that game? Because we are playing through all the Assassin's Creeds, I will get to it eventually. I probably won't get to it at launch, though. So we're going to get started on the next Assassin's Creed, probably early New Year, is my thoughts. We're going to get Assassin's Creed back in the rotation with the next one in line. Oh, Ubisoft. Well, I know that Ubisoft, like, there is some DEI stuff, and people didn't like it, and it just caused all of the positive vibes they wanted for this game, because it looks like there's a lot of cool stuff in that game, was overshadowed by all this controversy, right? And that took away all the positive shit. So, I mean, I'll still get it. I'll still play it when I get to it. Absolutely, I will. You know? Because for me, I can suspend my disbelief a little bit. You know? So, yeah. How about you? Are you going to get it right when it comes out? You don't know, to be honest? Now, Gabby, were you bothered by any of, like, the controversial stuff? Like, is it, like, kind of like a deal breaker for you in some of the stuff that's controversial? Or are you just like, you don't really care so much? I mean, they tried to make something like Ghost of Tsushima, but they failed somehow. Well, I think from a gameplay standard, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a solid game. I think it is. I really do. From what I've seen, things look smooth and pretty good, you know? So that's fine to me. What I feel is really... Because once there's a negative air about something, it's easy to nitpick at all the other stuff. Things that usually aren't a big deal are more easily a big deal because of everything else that's overshadowing the game, right? So what I think is they had these big problems that overshadow the game, and then people are like looking at the trailers like, oh, that's going to suck, that's going to suck, that's going to suck. When normally it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. You know? All the excitement was just sucked out from controversial stuff. So I don't know if they've failed. We'll have to find out. Like, I'm pretty easy to please. If the gameplay is you know, solid and fairly easy to pick up and do, like this game, and you have a decent story, I'm here for it. I feel like they're going to have a lot of cool stuff in there. I really do. Yeah, it's all good, but they messed up with... Yeah, and you know what? Assassin's Creed has always kind of looked to blur... Not blur the lines, but they've taken from history, and they've added their own flair to it. So they've taken real life times and years and things like that, and then they've added their own story and characters around it, right? And that's been good, but as soon as you add a race, and then you got people saying, whoa, hold on. That never happened, bro. That never happened. You can't do that because that's not exact. You know, and then other people come in just automatically, like, well, actually, if you look, there was a guy who was black that kind of like was with a samurai, but he kind of wasn't. And it's like, guys, Assassin's Creed's never been 100% historically accurate. It never has. Suspend your disbelief and go with it. But then you'll have those like, you'll have people on one side who are like, how dare they try to, you know, add woke shit to this time period. Dude, they've had woke shit in it for years. Stop it. Then you'll have people on the other side who are like, there needs to be more DEI, more inclusion, and why are you fighting against it, you racist, intolerant people? And now it's no longer about the game, about the story, about the gameplay, about any of that. The whole narrative is lost, and now it's that whole other bullshit. Right? I'm not saying one side or the other is right or wrong. I'm not. I just want to have fun playing a game. And I know that Assassin's Creed will utilize the whatever era they're working in, and they'll build fictional story and fictional characters around it. Fictional. So if the guy's black in the samurai period, okay. And if they can connect it somehow, okay. It's a game. They're not looking to make it accurate. They've never been 100% accurate before. They're not doing it now. So if it was accurate in some way, was it a stretch? Okay, maybe. Okay. But they were never 100% accurate. That's why I don't care. I'm there for a good story and a good game to play. And if they play with history a little bit, I understand it's fiction. It's not 100%. It's not meant to be accurate. Right? There's never an indigenous assassin running around through the freaking War of Independence. Just wasn't, you know? There wasn't an Italian assassin running around the Renaissance. But hey, to be honest, you learn more history events from Assassin's Creed. Dude, I've said it so many times playing Assassin's Creed, Gabby. If I could learn school and classes through games, I would have a 4.0 GPA. I would be the top of the class, summa cum laude, whatever the hell, honor roll, whatever you want to say, man. 'Cause I've been grinding all